Hi everyone. I mean I've been missing for the longest time ever, but let's hope that this video gets posted up successfully. So this is a quick review on some of the recently tried. I already tried, but I've been using for quite a while. Perfect Diary items that I don't know about you guys, but I keep seeing them doing a lot of advertising, promotions, marketing on social media and on Shopee. So that's where I got their products from. I will list the products in the info bar and also the product links in case you're interested. So let's quickly get into it. So the first item that I want to talk about is the Perfect Diary High Coverage Long Wear Liquid Foundations in the color P01. This is what I'm wearing today. So the pros about this liquid foundation is it is a very light liquidy kind of foundation consistency. um it does wear longer than usual, especially when I tend to sweat and perspire and I like to wipe off instead of dabbing off the perspiration. So at the end of the day, when I remove my makeup, I still see traces of it, or I could still kind of see it being taken off. It does oxidize to a slightly darker tone. That's why I got P01. That's not my usual skin tone. That's actually brighter than my normal skin tone. Then the not so good things about this foundation is that I feel that for a combination skin person like me, my T-zone is oily, my face is sometimes a little dry. So regardless of what kind of or whether I have sufficient moisturizing or hydrating products in terms of skincare underneath this foundation, I feel that it does keep the dry areas of the skin. It makes it look more obvious. So this is the not so nice part about this foundation, which I'm just thinking maybe if I do exfoliate properly and I do have very hydrated skin condition, this may work out. So I only recommend this for those who are oily skin or those who prefer this kind of like drying type, or you have perfect skin to start with. Yeah, it does have SPF, so I think that's it. I remember it says it has SPF, but I don't know why it doesn't indicate here. I'll find out, I'll let you know in the info bar or in the blog post. Okay, so for this I don't really love it, but I can still use it and make it work for me. Just that like for areas like my nose and sometimes the area on other parts of the skin, I do have dry patches and it makes it show very obviously. Okay, the other items that kind of like super love is this Perfect Diary Magic Stay Skin Perfecting Cushion Foundation that looks like this. This is in the color P01. It has that glitter, the bling. So one thing that I like about this cushion foundation is that it applies with more coverage. Oh, by the way, the other one does have a bit of coverage. It's not super high coverage though. As you can see, it doesn't cover off. It does lighten the dark spots. So for the cushion foundation, it applies very easily. You don't need a lot of product to kind of like even out the skin tone. It does have SPF. It wears well, but it doesn't wear as long as the liquid foundation. So towards the end of the day, more or less, I think I wouldn't see traces of it. I would see some traces of it, but not much. But it doesn't wear off, like you can see patches of the foundation gone. So both the liquid foundation and the cushion foundation wears off in a way where it's not very obvious. Okay. Then coverage wise, I think the cushion foundation surprised me because it doesn't mention anything about coverage, but it does. It also lightens the dark spot much better than the current situation that you can see now. So it's a surprise for me that this works in such a way. Then it also cover up the pores uh, better, and it also cover up the dry patches on my skin better than the liquid one. The liquid one does cover up the pores a little, but where I have dry patches, the pores will show, the dry skin patches will show. So if I were to choose between these two foundation, I'll choose the BB cushion. Okay. Anything bad about this? Okay, the only downside to this cushion foundation is that I feel that towards the end, where your foundation is like running out, it's very difficult to get the remaining content. I think it is the situation for all cushion type of foundation where you need to really press in, you need to adjust it to kind of dip in to get the remaining products. Other than that, I think I'm quite happy with this product and I will strongly recommend this if you like the packaging, and if you would like to try something good from Perfect Diary. Then the other item that I want to talk about is the mascara. Okay, the first time that I used this mascara is a brown mascara. I usually don't buy brown mascara, but this was the one on offer, so I got it. It has a very tiny bristles. I won't show it here. Very tiny bristles, so it does catches onto my fine lashes well. It does not hold the curls superbly, but if you curl your lashes properly, you don't over apply the mascara, it will hold the curl a bit. As you can see now, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, it does hold a little. It cannot hold those sky high curves, but it does. And then it is quite water resistant, and in terms of my oily eyelids and in terms of my very teary eyes, it managed to survive. So I will still need to remove it using proper makeup remover at the end of the day. So yeah, apart from that, the pros of this mascara is that it is quite a small mascara, but I've been using it for, I think, for the past 2 to 3 months already, and I think it's still, how should I put it, surprisingly long lasting in terms of the usage wise, because it has very tiny or small bristles. I think the product that you apply for each swipe, right, is quite under control, so you don't over apply and you don't waste product, and it doesn't dry up very fast. So the first few times of using this mascara, I need to wait for the mascara to dry down, otherwise I will accidentally like stain my upper eyelids when I'm closing, or like making expressions with my eyes. Then apart from that, any downside? I think that's about it. As a mascara, I wouldn't highly recommend, but it's surprisingly okay. So if you're trying to get something like from Perfect Diary, this mascara, I mean, if you have lashes that are fine and you would prefer smaller bristles, I think this is something that you could try, because a lot of brands, except for Skin Food, they have a skinny cara, which I super love. Okay, and also I think Etude House has the micro cara. So apart from the other Korean brands that I kind of like really like, most other brands doesn't have mascaras with very tiny bristles. So if you're looking for those with tiny bristles, I would say, like, it's not super tiny, but it's much smaller than most mascaras out there. So this is one of those that I think allows you to have very good control in terms of you don't over apply the mascara. You tend to be able to reach very fine lashes. Yeah, if you get what I mean. Then the last item I want to talk about is the Perfect Diaries liquid eyeliner. It is not a felt tip, it is more of a brush, very fine brush tip pen, quite juicy. I didn't use it often because I'm not one who does well with doing liquid eyeliner on myself. I do it well on other people when I do makeup for them, but not for myself. So as you can see, I did some mistakes and I have to cover it up with some creative drawing or some messy drawings. Yeah, this is obviously a boo-boo. I make it into a flower. Yeah. So this this eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, it is surprisingly good. You can see that I'm actually having some teary situation going on, but it's not rubbing off. It is not rubbing off. Okay. It is not rubbing off. And I kind of like drew the liquid liner along very close to the waterline. Okay, the inner eye line. So this eyeliner is surprisingly good in terms of being water resistant. In terms of how it deals with my oily eyelids, right, I think I kind of forgotten how it went the other time, or the other times that I use it. But I vaguely recalls that it can tahan. Okay, it can withstand oily lids for a good amount of time, like a whole day's wear. Not more than 12 hours. Anything that goes beyond 12 hours, I think it will disintegrate. In terms of this liquid eyeliner and also the mascara. The mascara is good up to at least 12 hours if you're not under a very oily situation in terms of your eyelids. My eyelids does get very oily after 12 hours of work, like if I do overtime, and yeah, then that's where my eyes get teary, gets oily, and then that's where it starts to disintegrate the mascara and the eyeliner. So overall, I think I'm quite happy with the Perfect Diary products that I purchased. It is made in China. It's a China brand that kind of like position itself in terms of packaging wise and product quality wise to be very good. My sister loves the powder that is, they do some advertisement that shows like the powder is totally water repelling. I haven't tried that powder, but I think so far for all these items that I've gotten, I'm quite impressed. I actually have gotten the Cut Captor Sakura set, so I do have the eyeshadow, which I used it not too often, so I can't really comment on that. Anyway, it's a limited edition eyeshadow, but I think given the fact that the current products that I have, right, they are performing quite well, it's likely that I will get a proper eyeshadow palette from them and give it a try. Okay, I think that's about it. Hopefully this video gets recorded. I'm glad that you guys are still with me, still watching this video. If you managed to come this far, thank you. I will work on putting up more content. Yeah, but frankly, to me, my YouTube channel has always been like interest, not really out to do influencing kind of thing, but purely for the sake of me sharing what I think about makeup products that I enjoy or I don't like. Hope that it helps. Okay, that's all. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.